back to 2 for 4 here on YawkeyBaseball.com. Once again, I'm Pete Lankarge of the Brighton Braves, and along with me tonight, coming out from behind the camera, is Dave Bunnell of the Savin Hill Hornets.
Thank you.
Dave's been with around the Yawkey League since 1980, and he's seen plenty of action. We brought him here for his expertise tonight. He has plenty of it. But over the last week, we've seen the Yawkey League schedule really pick up the pace with a lot of double headers, hot weather. Starting to get a real good sense of who's in and who's out of the playoff picture. And Dave's going to give us now his predictions on what's going to happen in the playoff race as we get going.
Well, the first prediction I'm going to make is we're going to have to talk very loudly here. We're sitting here at McConnell Park in the middle of the summer with rush hour traffic and wind blowing through the trees. And unfortunately, when the playoff picture becomes clearer, it looks like there's not going to be a Savin Hill or McKay Club or a McConnell team playing in the playoffs here. With that said, Somerville, East Boston, Al Thomas, all going to win the division. They're in. The Braves, off to a great start this year. But a little bit of slide. It's a great ball by the Brighton Minutemen to take that division lead very slightly. It's practically tied right now. But both those teams are in the playoffs. That's 5. Malden, chasing Somerville. I think they're going to continue to chase Somerville. But they're in. That's 6 teams. A lot of parity this year in this league. A lot of parity, but it's not going to show up in the playoff picture, in my estimate. I think there's only 3 teams with 2 slots left. That is South Boston, Stoneham, and Revere. All of them are right around 500 right now as we speak, and I have to pick 2 of these 3 teams, and it's going to be tough. The one with the least experience, Stoneham, also has the easiest schedule. I'm predicting they're in. South Boston, Revere. 1 spot left. Guess who plays tonight?
I'm guessing South Boston and Revere.
Right on the nose. The team that wins tonight's game is in charge of their destiny. I'm looking at this. I think it's going to be really, really close. I really do think Revere is the best of the 3 teams that aren't there in the playoffs yet. And I also think they're not going to be able to hang on and catch South. They actually already caught South Boston Stoneham. I don't think they're going to stay there, though. I think they have the toughest schedule of them all. They play, I believe, 4 or 5 remaining games against division leaders. They have to play 15 games, so that's more than anybody else, to stay above that 500 mark. I think it's too much to ask with that many ball games in a row of any pitching staff or any team to stay that hot. They can do it. They have the ability. I'm just guessing they're not going to.
They definitely have the depth. It's definitely a bold prediction. It's a very tough team. Now, actually, 2 of the teams you didn't mention, Southend and Medford, I wouldn't count them out either.
Well, they both have a chance. But having a chance and actually getting there are 2 different things. Neither one of them, do I think, have the pitching staff. They have some good pitchers, but they don't have the pitching staff to go on the kind of run to make it. For instance, Medford is going to have to go about 10-5 to challenge Revere and South Boston and Stoneham. And any of those teams could falter. But I don't think 2 of them are going to falter. And I don't think Southend and Medford have the type of team right now to go on that kind of run at this type of year.
Okay, so there you have it. So those are Dave's picks. I can't say I agree with Revere. I do think Revere is going to get into the playoffs. But, Dave, if you're right, that means that 5 of the teams who made the playoffs last year would not be making it this year. That says something pretty nice about the league parity for that year.
That's actually amazing, taking last year's teams. That's, what's that come down to? 13 out of 16 teams in 2 years making the playoffs? That's why I think this is one of the best leagues around.
I agree. That's all the time we have this week on 2 for 4. Dave, thanks very much for coming out. And, by the way, this kid can still hit. And, we'll see you next time on 2 for 4.